find out, I need to investigate how animals solve problems. And I'm starting back in Britain with the honeybee, a small animal that seems to be able to do something staggeringly clever. The pollen and nectar that bees eat is clearly only available whilst the flowers are in bloom, so it's there throughout the spring and the summer, but the bees have to get enough of it so that the hive can make it through the winter. And frankly, if that isn't a massive task, then I don't know what is. But the bees have an almost incredible solution. To see what that is, I've come to meet Professor Adam Hart.
Hello Adam, hi Chris.
One of his specialisms is the hidden world of the honeybee. It's a very intimate view of the interior of the hive.
Yes, it's like Big Brother for bees.
It is, it's great, isn't it, really? Adam has set up an infrared camera to spy on the bees inside the hive. And we're hoping to see a striking behaviour that's key to solving the problem of gathering enough food. It's called the waggle dance. Adam, look at this one. This one's waggle dancing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the waggle dance. So you've got this lovely figure of eight dance. I'm sometimes getting in the way of other bees, but generally speaking, keeping this nice kind of rhythm going.
The waggle dance isn't just for show. This bee has found a good source of food, and she's performing a set of very precise movements to tell the others exactly where to find it. And this is all about communicating the whereabouts of a food source.
Yeah, this is like GPS for bees, basically. They're telling other bees not just that there's food out there, which is quite a useful signal, but where that food is, so they can communicate the direction and the distance of that nectar.
But how can a dance communicate where a food source is? To find out, we need to get a better view of the horizon. Super view, well worth the climb.
Yeah.
But what about the mechanics of this dance then?
Well, the bee that we saw dancing in the hive was doing this figure of eight, and that central section was where she was vibrating her abdomen. And when you think about it, the only frame of reference bees have in the hive is gravity, up and down. And the frame of reference they have out here is the position of the sun, or more accurately where the sun would be if it was projected down onto the horizon, what's called the azimuth.
From up here, it's easy to see where the sun lies over the landscape, and where it would be if it dropped to the horizon. Now, our dancing bee was waggling at an angle of 5 degrees. So, if this tower were a massive beehive, the waggle dance would be telling us that the nectar is 5 degrees from the relative position of the sun. That's somewhere in that direction. All right, that's the direction. What about the distance?
Well, that's that duration of that central waggle run, as it's called. The longer they dance for, the longer that waggle run goes on for, the further away the food is. So a very short waggle run, like we saw down in the hive, is maybe a couple of kilometres, whereas they can sometimes waggle for much longer, perhaps 9, 10 kilometres even.
So honeybees survive the winter by using what we'd call mathematics.